being an athlete in season means waking up from the most glorious amount of sleep and then needing an energy drink. But is it best to have an energy drink in the sports world? Oftentimes, we see in social media lots of athletes drinking energy drinks. However, the science backing them is kind of lacking, especially in some of the key ingredients. There's a main difference between feeling energized and actually improving performance, which we will look over in this video. As a gymnast, my practice takes focus, endurance, coordination, and recovery. And these are the same things that energy drinks claim to help. Let's see if they actually do that. The first ingredient we'll go over is taurine. Taurine is a sulfur-containing amino acid found naturally in skeletal muscle, heart, brain, and the retina. It's not an essential amino acid, meaning that we make it ourselves and we get it from animal proteins. What it does in the body is it helps stabilize cell membranes, supports muscle contraction and calcium handling, has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects, plays a role in fat metabolism and aerobic energy systems. It also plays a role in performance and recovery. Some studies show improvements in time to exhaustion, VO2 max, peak power, and reduced muscle damage. It may also help reduce some muscle soreness, lowering CK levels, and support recovery. Trained athletes tend to have higher muscle taurine levels than untrained individuals. However, there are some limitations. Research is mixed and not definitive on taurine. The amount in energy drinks is too low to give meaningful performance benefits or cause harm. EFSA safe intake is approximately 1,400 milligrams per day for a 70 kg individual. Energy drinks are far below it. So the bottom line is taurine can support endurance, metabolism, and recovery, but energy drinks don't provide enough to act like a true supplement. Next is gluconeurolactone. It is a natural metabolite made from glucose in the liver, and the body produces small amounts of it on its own. What it's claimed to do is reduce fatigue, improve mental alertness, and act as a detoxifying agent. What the science actually shows is there is very little human research. There's no strong evidence that it improves physical or cognitive performance beyond caffeine. In extremely high doses, raise kidney concerns in animal studies. The typical energy drink amounts are very low. You'd need an unrealistic number of energy drinks per day to reach a risky dose. The bottom line, it is likely plays a minor supporting role at best. Not harmful at typical doses, but not a performance game changer. Next is the ingredient guarana. It is a native plant to the Amazon, and it naturally contains caffeine plus other bioactive compounds. It's different from caffeine alone because it improves attention, reaction time, and focus. It's shown to reduce simple and choice reaction times, and it is helpful for sports requiring fast decision making. For athletes, it may reduce perceived effort, helps maintain cognitive performance during intense exercise, and promising for sports needing precision and awareness like gymnastics. However, there are risks to it because caffeine content adds up quickly when combined with other sources. Overconsumption can lead to caffeine overdose symptoms, and the bottom line is guarana can support focus and reaction time, but benefits come mainly from cognitive effects, not physical endurance. Next are the B vitamins. They are water-soluble vitamins that act as coenzymes in energy metabolism, and they're essential for mitochondrial function and ATP production. What they don't do is give direct energy. They don't replace food-based nutrition. What research shows is adequate B vitamin intake supports lower lactate buildup, reduced ammonia during exercise, improved time to exhaustion, and faster recovery. Benefits mainly seen in people who were low to begin with in regards to how much vitamin B they have been consuming. However, energy drinks versus real food is the energy drinks are not a replacement for balanced meals. Excess B vitamins are usually excreted, not stored. The bottom line is they're helpful if deficient. However, they're not a shortcut to better performance, and you shouldn't be seeking to get your B vitamins through energy drinks. And finally, caffeine. Since we'll be talking about it a lot during class, this is just a brief recap. but it's the most common stimulant in energy drinks. It can improve endurance and delay fatigue at moderate doses. Too much can cause anxiety, heart issues, sleep problems, and dehydration. It's especially risky when combined with alcohol or consumed in excess. Now, here's how each ingredient fits into gymnastics. Taurine is kind of like basics in warm-up and conditioning. Like handstand walks, trampoline warm-ups, and therabands, it doesn't look flashy but supports muscle control, endurance, and recovery. It also helps your body handle the workload and not magically perform skills. Gluconeurolactone is kind of like making chalk lines on vault. It's a small helper but not the main event. It's useful in theory but doesn't make or break the performance, and you still need solid technique and power. Guarana is kind of like dancing to the music and mental focus. It helps you feel locked in and alert, like the energy you get from music before practice. It improves reaction time and focus, not strength or skill. The B vitamins are kind of like stretching and mobility before practice. It's necessary for everything else to work well, but it doesn't make you flip better, but without it, performance suffers. It's best when it's consistent and not rushed. Caffeine is like picking up teammates and getting to practice. It gets you there faster, but too much and you're jittery, distracted, or can crash later. Useful in moderation, but it's harmful in excess.
Muriel?
Yes, Mavis?
Do you know that you've just gone through a red light and over a roundabout, and you haven't even slowed down?
Am I driving?
Muriel, you are driving.
Energy drinks overall is kind of like skipping progressions, like trying your competition vault without doing simpler vaults first. You might feel powerful in the short term, but it increases injury risk and doesn't replace proper training, fuel, or recovery. The final takeaway for athletes are energy drinks aren't magic. They may help with alertness and perceived energy, but they don't replace food, they don't build skill, and they don't guarantee performance. Just like gymnastics, progression, consistency, and fundamentals matter more than shortcuts.